Let's go back to Japan! Bongga, di ba? By cooking sukiyaki. O I'm sure, paborito ng marami sa inyo to. But today, hindi tayo gagawa ng isang klase lang, no? We will prepare 3 sukiyaki 3 ways. First, we will do the classic, yung may sabaw. Perfect, especially during this rainy season. Second, let's prepare sukiyaki rice. And third, let's prepare sukiyaki noodles for long life. Diba, bongga? So, gawin muna natin yung broth for the classic, yung may soup. So, I'm going to put here water, approximately mga 4 to 5 cups. Itong takuri ang ginagamit ko. Dagdagan na natin ng konti. Ayan, dinagdagan ko na para, diba? Hanggang dinner na. And then I'm going to put here, of course, I'm using only the best Japanese soy sauce. I'm using Kikkoman, around mga 1 1/2 cups. Napakasimple nito, no? It's just water, no? Really good soy sauce. Mirin. Mirin is a type of rice wine, widely used in Japanese cooking. Sa mga supermarkets po, may mirin. Mabilis kayo makakabili niyan. So, here's the mirin. Just put it there. And your brown sugar. The amount of brown sugar, it's really up to you, no? May guide dun sa recipe, pero pwede mong i-adjust yan. Depende dun sa sweetness level na type mo. Hindi naman kailangan sa takuri ka magpakulom. Mas type ko lang kasi pag kumakain sa Japanese restaurant, no, normally they cook the sukiyaki shabu-shabu style sa table mismo, niluluto, and then pagluto na yung beef and then the other sahog, tsaka ibubuhos yung broth, no? So ito, and pwede mo nang tikman to actually, so you can adjust and then you just let it heat. Perfect. Parang dagdagan ko na lang ng konting brown sugar kasi ako naman gusto ko medyo manamis-namis, di ba? I like it sweet because I'm sweet, char. So you just put more brown sugar. You can also use white sugar. And then ayan, takpan mo lang siya. Okay? I'm going to get my beef. So I have here my beef, no? This is sukiyaki cut na nabili ko na sa supermarket ng ganito. Although the choice is yours, you can also use pork, you can use chicken. Kung gusto mo ng plant-based, kagaya ng nanay ko, ayaw niya ng may meat, yung kanyang sukiyaki, you can use just tofu. Walang problema doon. So, napakasimple lang gawin nito. Simulan natin with the classic sukiyaki, no? So, I'm heating my saucer or bracer. This is a bracer, no? Initin mo lang yan. You just put some oil. And what we're going to do first is, you're going to brown the beef, no? Ganyan ng secret sa paggawa ng sukiyaki, no? Traditional way of doing it is, you sear the meats first para mag-caramelize and magdadagdag yan ng flavor dun sa iyong broth. Kaya talagang masarap na masarap yung sabaw, di ba? Sabaw pa lang, ulam na. Okay, so painitin mo yung iyong bracer or any kaserola. Ayan. Mainit na. Magko-concert tayo. You put your beef. Ang maganda dito, pwede mo siyang gawin sa mesa mismo. Very nice. Make sure na may layers of fats yung iyong beef. Ako kasi gusto ko maraming beef. O kung halimbawa meron kang bisita or family member na plant-based, di dalawang kaserola lutuin mo. Yung isa walang beef, puro tofu lang. Grabe ang beef na nilagay ko, parang my God, parang hindi na pang soup yan, ha? Yan. And then, you put some leeks. Pwede ding onions kung wala kang leeks. Yung white onions lang. Okay, me what I do, I don't cook it thoroughly. Because especially my sister, gusto niya is medyo, yung beef is medyo medium. And then I'm going to put the other ingredients. The tofu. And then I have here mushrooms, enoki mushrooms. Ang bongga nitong sukiyaki na to. Sosyal. I have here carrots. Makikita mo, di ba? It's very, very simple. Zucchini. Napa cabbage. And shiitake mushrooms. O, di ba? Anong next step? Magpa-picture ka muna. That's the next step. And then, pag mainit na tong broth mo, what you're going to do is, ibubuhos mo lang yan dyan. And then, the egg, normally, I'm going to crack it in a clean bowl. Mamaya yan, ilalagay mo sa ibabaw. Umiinit na ba yung ating broth? Ibubuhos mo lang yung hot broth. Diyan ako, mukhang umiinit na siya, hindi ko na siya mahawakan. Okay, look. And then just bring it to a quick boil to let all the vegetables quickly cook. Para nag-hot pot ka lang talaga literally. I'm going to add more zucchini. Okay, o halimbawa, your visitor is not yet here. Diba? What you can do is, i-prepare mo muna yan and then pag dumating sila, tsaka mo ibuhos. Naubos na yung sabaw. No, meron ka pang nakareserba dito. O, diba? Isn't it bongga? So this one, I'm going to set this aside and then we're going to do next. Teka, ilalagay pala natin dyan ilalagay natin yung egg. Okay, so make sure that you bring it to a boil. To a full boil. You put the egg dun sa gitna. O, diba? Super bongga. Okay, so you just bring it to a boil. Ayan. And then, titikman na natin yan. Kasi syempre, soup ang mauuna. If you want to put more eggs, feel free. And these vegetables, talagang hinuli natin yan because you don't want to overcook it. Prepared ako. O, pati ang aking bowl. Pati ang aking bowl is talagang Japanese-inspired. Oh my gosh. Other recipes, what they do is, yung tofu, gini-grill muna nila. They grill the tofu first. So good. You notice, no? Napakasimple ng recipe. It's very important. Japanese cooking, nabanggit ko na to sa inyo dati. Ang secret lang talaga is you have to use fresh and really the finest ingredients. And the beef is so tender. Oh, ayan. Tapos na tayo ng first course. Lagay natin yan dyan sa gilid. Ayan. Let's do next the sukiyaki noodles. Same recipe. Ang pinagkaiba lang is hindi natin lalagyan ng broth yung pinaka-sauce niya. Sorry, hindi natin lalagyan. Nalilito na ako kasi gusto ko pang kumain. Hindi natin lalagyan ng water yung pinaka-sauce niya. So we're just going to put brown sugar, Kikkoman soy sauce, and a splash of mirin. So let's do it. Papainitin ko yung aking kawali. Okay, so isabay na din natin yung sukiyaki rice, no? Very simple. So on this pot, let's do the noodles. Here on this pan, let's do the sukiyaki rice, no? Very simple. So you just put some oil. For the noodles, pwede kang gumamit ng udon. What I'm using today is, this is just sotanghon or vermicelli that I've soaked in hot water. Na-absorb na niya yung hot water. Kanina pa yan, mga 20 minutes na siyang nakasoak. And then you just put some leeks. Ganun lang, pareho lang po ang ilalagay mo dyan. Beef. Sa totoo lang, iba't iba po ang paraan ng pagluluto ng sukiyaki. And to be honest, hindi ko masasabi na 100% or authentic itong niluluto ko. Pero sa totoo lang, masaya po ako dito sa version ko na to kasi napakasimple, stress-free, o di ba? Para ka lang, alam mo yon, talagang parang nag-e-entertain ka. And you can prepare it in small batches. Katulad nitong sukiyaki noodles and sukiyaki rice, no? Pwedeng pa konti-konti lang para bagong luto. Okay, you put some carrots. Ang nilalagay ko namang carrots dito is ito slice na maninipis. I don't want to overcook the beef. Some zucchini. And mushrooms. You can put some enoki mushrooms as well. And then next, you put kikkoman. Mirin. Some people don't like it sweet. Ang mirin actually is mataas ang kanyang sugar content, kaya may natural sweetness na siya. Like my sister, ayaw niya naman ng matamis yung sukiyaki niya. So, you can always adjust the seasoning. It's really up to you. And some sugar. For the sukiyaki noodles, ilalagay ko na lalagyan ko na siya ng sotanghon. Gupit-gupitin mo ng konti yung sotanghon. Okay, the sukiyaki rice, I'm going to turn off the flame, the noodles, konting luto pa. If napansin mo that the noodles is turning dry, you can get some of the stock. Oh my gosh. This looks so good. Patikim nga. Para alam ko na if I need to adjust. May mga bagay talagang wala ka nang dapat baguhin. Hindi mo dapat pakialaman. Ang sarap-sarap po. And parang hindi ka makakapaniwala na ganun siya kabilis gawin. O teka, ang dami ko sinasabi. I-plate natin yung sukiyaki rice. So I have here Japanese rice. Ayan, nagsaing po ako ng Japanese rice. And kung gusto mong mas authentic, pwedeng sa mga ganito mo ilagay. O magsandok tayo. Ayan. And initin ulit natin. Basically, ibubuhos mo lang to dyan sa ibabaw. Ay, ayun no. Saka nakalimutan ko ng lagyan nito. Pwede pa naman ihabol. I'm sure hindi lang naman po ako nakakalimot ng mga bagay-bagay. Oh, pwedeng ihabol ang napa-cabbage. Hindi na po mapapansin yan na hinabol lang. And I'll put some broth just to keep it moist. This one, by the way, pwede mo din lagyan ng sotanghon or pwede mo din lagyan ng any noodle of your choice. Kami lang, hindi namin type na naglalagay ng noodles sa sukiyaki. So, ganyan lang ang ginagawa namin. So, for the sukiyaki rice, yan, you just put, sasabawan mo talaga siya. O, diba? And then you crack an egg. Oh, you put an egg. Kung ayaw mo naman hilaw yung egg, edi what you can do is magprito ka tapos ilagay mo sa ibabaw. Ay, nako. So, ayan. In just a few minutes, nakapag-prepare ka ng classic sukiyaki, sukiyaki noodles, sukiyaki rice. Now, let's try everything. So, for the rice, haluin mo muna. You have to mix it like that. Para yung egg is maluto. I'm using Japanese rice. O, diba? Sa mga oras na ganito, hindi tayo nakakabiyahe, no? Ang iba sa atin medyo uncomfortable kumain sa labas, but you can always prepare dishes like this at home. Ang sarap. You know, hindi ko sinasabi to dahil channel ko to or dahil luto ko to, pero talagang ang sarap-sarap po. May natira pa dito, ilalagay ko na lang yan dito. Pareho lang naman ho yan. Ito ho, hindi ko pa natitikman. Ang laki ng kinuha kong pinggan. Eh, kasi yung Japanese bowl medyo maliit. So, ito. O, diba? Pagka may bisita ka, parang, oh, I'm going to prepare something special. Magpre-prepare ako. Hindi niya alam, sa iisa lang ang pinanggalingan lahat niyan. O, diba? Teka muna. Let's use chopstick para talagang authentic. O, yan. Pwede mo lagyan ng sesame oil, by the way. Put just a splash. Parang hindi talaga ako makapaniwala na using just 3 ingredients and vegetables and meat. Ito na ang magagawa mo. Pahingi po ulit nito. Umuusok-usok pa siya. You know, pwede mo nga gawing sukiyaki 4 ways. Sizzling sukiyaki. Diba? You can do sizzling sukiyaki. Ano pa ba ang pwede mong gawin? Alam ko, takam na takam ka na. Takam na takam pa rin po ako hanggang ngayon. Kakain pa po ako nito. So, gumawa ka na. Napakadali. And don't forget to use only the finest ingredients because you only deserve the best. Happy cooking, take care, and I'm going to see you all real soon.